Everybody's worried about the atomic bomb. But
Hello and welcome to the Fortress of Solitude. I have a bad head cold and my blinking light is broken, but I'm going to ignore these difficulties and press on. This week we're going to be reviewing the 1980 Comics Annual, something that came out from Potlatch Press, a local publication house, and was distributed through Scholastic Press to Canadian school children everywhere in 1980. It contains a number of comic book features, short stories by Canadian artists. Some of the art is really quite good. I mean, some of the stuff is the sort of thing you'd see in a Roger Dean cover, I think. It's kind of a style of art that seems to have been forgotten in this era of, long-legged, large-eyed, adolescent schoolgirls battling creatures from the moon. Most of the comic artists in this production have since fallen beneath the waters of obscurity. There are a couple of exceptions, and one of them is Arn Saba. Arn Saba was the artist and writer for Neil the Horse. Neil the Horse is a hard-to-define comic strip series that at that time was being syndicated in 30 Canadian newspapers. It's a very anarchic humor, sort of 1920s, 1930s, Felix the Cat, Betty Boop sort of style of thing. About a year after the comic book annual came out, Arn Saba actually released Neil the Horse in a 13-issue monthly series for a couple of years. But the comic was very different than the syndicated comic strip, in that the focus moved away from Neil the Horse and the wisecracking cat and focused on the life of a third character, a female wooden puppet, who went from being this strange, mute, reactionary character to becoming really one of the most important parts of the comic as she progressed from this caricature of womanhood to being a real sort of character, a real person. Perhaps not coincidentally, Arn Saba was himself undergoing a personal voyage of discovery during his time publishing this comic, and also kind of exploring his feminine side. And when the comic ended at issue 13, after that he underwent gender reassignment surgery and has since begun life as a woman. Arn Saba, she is not currently publishing any comics, and I don't believe she has done so since Neil the Horse. I could be wrong on that, though. But certainly we wish her luck. And that's all for tonight from the Fortress of Solitude.
everybody's worried about the atomic bomb, but nobody's worried about the day my Lord will come, when he'll hit great God Almighty like an atom bomb.